This is R.D. Sharma's solution का class 11th, chapter 33, probability. Exercise is 33.3. Now we have the next question 18th. The face cards are removed from a full pack. Out of the remaining 40 cards, 4 are drawn at random. What is the probability that they belong to different suites? Now let me tell you which are the face cards. What are called the face cards? So these are 52 cards and we have 4 suites. So we have heart, spade, diamond like this. 4 suites are there. Every suite has 3 face cards where you see pictures. King, queen and jack. Queen, king, jack. So this is the one way of solving. I'll tell you a more straightforward method. So there are 52 cards. There are 13 cards in one suite. So 3 face card. There are 4 suites, so 4 into 3. So this has been removed. So 52 minus 4 into 3. So minus 12 is 40. That is, the question is also saying. Now you are going to take 4 cards from 40 cards. So in all, 4 cards are selected from 40 cards. So 40C4 is the total number of possibilities that we are putting it in the denominator. So what are the favorable cases now? Now every card has to be from different suite. So one card from one suite. So because one suite already we have taken 3 out. So only 10 is remaining. So 10C1. 10C1. Again for second suite 10C1 like this. So 4 suite, 1 we are taking, only 10 cards are there with us. So this is NC1. NC1 is N only. So we are writing just 10 for 10C1. So 10 into 10 into 10 into 10, 4 times. And in the denominator we have 40C4. 40C4. Now this 40C4, this is, let me do it here, because the answer I want to show that it will be same as what you see here. Factorial 40 by factorial 4 by factorial 30 minus 40 minus 4, that is factorial 36. So 40, 39, 38, 37, factorial 36. Denominator we have 4, so 4 into 3 into 2, factorial 4. And then we have 36 under this factorial 36, this gets cancelled. Denominator, it will come, so the lower part will go up. 40 into 39 into 38 into 37 remains in the denominator. 4 into 2 into 4 into 3 into 2 goes up. Now this same will come. I'll just show you. 10 4 is a 40, 4 gets cancelled, 3 2 is a 6. Oh, 3 3 1 3, 13 is a, and 2 2, this is 19. So we have 10 into 10 into 10, 1000, and 13 into 19 into this 37 is going to be 9139. Now the next question is question number 19. In a hand at whist, what is the probability that 4 kings are held by a specified player? So one person is holding 13 cards here, and the question is asking that 4 kings are held by a specified player. All the 4 is with him. So this is the card scenario. So we know we have 52 cards, 13 suites. Every suite has a king. So there are 4 kings. So let us first see the denominator, because 13 cards are there, and in this 4 are kings. So 4 kings in 13, there are 4 kings. Then we have this 13 minus 4, that is going to be 9. 9 are some other cards. So we have 52 cards, 4 kings are there. So 4C4, 4 cards, 4 card he has. So 4C4. In 52 cards we have 4 kings. So 4C4. Now there are other 9 cards also he has. So 9 cards which he has is coming from remaining 48 cards. It's coming from remaining 48 cards. So 4C4, and then we have 48C9. 48C9. So 48 C9, because 4 and 9 adds up to 13. 52 is added up by 4 and 48. So this is the favorable cases. This is your favorable cases. Now coming to total number of cases, because 52 cards are there and 13 is with him, 52C30. This is the total number of possibilities. Okay, 4C4, 4 kings, other 9 cards from 48 C9. This is the answer. Then by 416 will come, 65 will come. Now next question is, a box contains 100 bulbs, 20 of which are defective. 10 bulbs are selected for inspection. Find the probability that, there are 4 parts here. So let me show you the scenario here. The scenario is like this. So there are 100 bulbs. So 80 bulbs are not defective, 20 are defective. So they are around 100 bulbs. 100 bulbs, 80 non-defective, 20 defective. Only 10 are taken. Only 10 are taken out of it. So first of all, what will be the denominator? See, we have 40 coming. So we are taking 10 out of 100. So 10, 100 C10. 100 C10 is in the denominator. Now first part is all 10 are defective. So there are 20 defectives, 10 are taken out of it. So 20 C10. So this is the favorable cases. Coming to the second one. All 10 are good. All 10 are good. So defective are not coming. This 10 is taken from 80. So 80 C10. This is the possibility of favorable cases, and 100 C10 is total number of possibilities. Okay, third one is saying at least one is defective. At least one is defective. So what we will do here is, we will try to find out defective, how many defective are there, and then we will subtract it from 1. Okay, so number of ways of selecting 10 non-defective bulb out of 80 is 80 C10 divided by 100 C10. Now subtract it from 1. That means at least one defective bulb will be there. I hope you got the idea. We are trying to find the probability of all the non-defective, which we already done in the previous part, and we subtract it from 1, so at least one will be defective bulb. The other is none is defective. None is defective means all are good, all are non-defective. That we already done in the second part. So this will be same, 80 C10. 10 we are taking out of 80 is the favorable case, and this 10 we are taking from 100 is the total number of cases. So 100 C10. Okay. Next is question number 21. Find the probability that in a random arrangement of the letters of the word social, vowels are together. See, all the questions, 4 questions which are coming are of the same type. So we write the word like this, social. What are the vowels? Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. These are vowels. So sound letters are vowels. So O and I we have to keep together. So O, I, A, O, I, A. Three vowels are there. O, I, A. So we are taking all these 3 together, and then we are taking others and writing. So O, I, A. So O, I, A, S, C, L we are writing here. So now we are taking O, I, A as 1. So one of these 3 are we have taken together. Others are S, C, L. So in all we have 4. So total number of cases are what? SOCIAL, the arrangement possible is factorial 6. We already know. Factorial n it is. So SOCIAL factorial n. So factorial 6 it is. And then we have, this is the total number of cases. Now coming to the favorable cases. Now we are taking OIA as 1. So they are 4. So factorial way we can arrange them. But OIA can also be arranged because we have taken them as 1. OIA can again be arranged in factorial 3 way. So multiply factorial 3 here. So factorial 4 into factorial 3 by factorial 6 is the answer. Total number of uh, factorial 6 is the total number of cases. Factorial 4, factorial 3 is the favorable cases. Okay, 1 by 5 it will come. Now, question number 22. The letters of the word Clifton are placed at random in a row. What is the chance that two vowels come together? So here we have two vowels, same as the previous question. So we'll write again. Let me write Clifton here. Clifton. So first, you know denominator what you have to write. How many numbers, how many number of characters are here or alphabets are here? 7. So factorial 7 it is. Factorial 7 is the total number of possible arrangements. So this is factorial 7. Now coming to the numerator, favorable cases. Okay, let us take I and O, vowels together. We are making it as 1. So what are other remaining? In total 7. This we have taken 2 as 1. So 5 plus 1 it is 6. 5 plus 1 it is 6. So this arrangement of these 6 will be factorial 6. But IO can also be arranged. IO, OI can also be there. So this can be arranged in factorial 2 way. Actually 2 ways. So factorial 6 by into factorial 2 by factorial 7, that is 2 by 7 is going to come here. Now 23rd. The letters of the word fortunates are arranged at random in a row. What is the chance that the two T comes together? The same thing we are going to do here. See, this question is related to the next one, so you have to understand it very carefully. Fortunates, Fortunates, fortunates. So two T's has to come together. So what do we do? So probability, total number of possibilities or total number of cases is, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 are there. So factorial 10 will come in the denominator. Just close your eyes and just write the factorial 10. How many possibilities are there? Now coming to the favorable cases. Favorable cases, TT we are taking it together. So when basically in 10 we are subtracting 2 and adding 1 because we are making it as 1. So 9 plus 1. 9 plus 1. No, 8 plus 1 it is. 8 plus 1. So 8 plus 1 will be, so factorial 9. We are taking T together, so only 9 will remain. So 9 factorial 9. So I'm just saying that TT I'm removing and adding it as just 1. But TT can also be arranged. Don't worry about they are same or not. But TT can be arranged. Just don't worry that TT are together, all the combination are okay. You have to think that these two are different. So factorial 2 you have to multiply here. They can be arranged by themselves. So what do you get? 1 by 5 is it's going to be the answer. 1 by 5. Next is 24. Find the probability that in a random arrangement of the letters of the word university, the two I's do not come together. So we'll take a reverse type of solution here. And we will try to find out that, let us see how many cases where I's come together, and then we will subtract it from 1. So this is one of the method. I'll show you a different method. Let us write here university. Now this university, how many letters are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So in all 10. So first of all, in probability, what do we do? Just put factorial 10 in the denominator. Now this is saying that two I's do not come together. So let's assume that both I's are coming together. So when we take two I's, we are assuming that these are not two I's but single I. So we'll assume it to be only one. II has one character. So how many are remaining? 9. 9 plus 1 is 8 plus 1, sorry, because 2 are removed and 1 is added. So II we are saying that II is 1. Rest are 8. So 8 plus 1. So how many arrangement is possible? Factorial 9. 8 plus 1, 9. Now II can also be arranged. They can also be arranged. We have already seen in the previous question, it's factorial 2. Now this is the probability of having I's together. See here, same thing here. What was the answer? 1 by 5. Same thing. Only the words is changed. The numbers remain same. So this will come as 1 by 5. But this is the probability of I coming together. The question is asking two i's should not come together. So we just subtract it from 1. 1 minus 1 by 5, and that is going to be 4 by 5. This is also a method which is shown here. You can also try this. Next is, if odds in favor of an event is 2 is to 3, that is 2 by 3, find the probability of occurrence of this event. Odds in favor. So there is a direct relationship here. 2 is to 3 is 2 by 3. That is, 1 is odd of something happening is 2 is to 3. So you can say it can be 4 by 6 also. It can be 6 by 9 also, like this. So A is to B, the probability of happening is A by A plus B. This is the direct value you are going to use, A by A plus B. So because it is 2 is to 3, so first we will try to make it such that we have numerator denominator, something gets cancelled. We can do not just write 2 by 2 plus 3. It is also the case, but we have to follow a proper procedure. So let us say this is 2k and the other is 3k. A is 2k, B is 3k. So we have 2k by 2k plus 3k. See, the answer will come in will be same if you don't use k, but this is the ideal way of doing it. You have to do 2k like this. So 2 by 5. You just have to remember this A by A plus B. Now this is a kind of a negation question of the previous one. If odds against a number or of an event is 7 is to 9, find the probability of non-occurrence of this event. So it is saying that odd against, it is not saying odd is in the favor, it is against. So same formula we are going to do, because it is saying odd against is 7 is to 9 and non-occurrence, probability of non-occurrence. It's same thing we are going to do, A by A plus B. Not is negation only, so it is as same as previous one. So odd is A is to B of not happening. Then what is the event of non-occurrence of event? Probability. So A is to B. Now let us write here A by A plus B. Same thing, same formula we are going to use. A by B. So A by A plus B. And as I said, what you have to do? 7k and 9k you have to write. 7k and 9k. So just put it here. It is 7k by 7k plus 9k. So it's A and B. 7k by 7k plus 9k. 7k by 7 plus 9 is 16. So you have 7 by 16. This is the answer. I hope you got the idea. Odd against and not happening is the same as the previous question. Favor and happening. Okay, this we are going to take in the next discussion. Okay, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.